Hi, back again. Today we're going to clean some greenware. Thing you have to remember when you're cleaning greenware is you have to handle it very gently because it really isn't anything but dried mud. Anywhere where there's any seam lines, so you see them on here, you want to smooth them out with your cleaning tool. Try not to gouge it. Clean them down best you can. And then once you get it to seams clean down, take a piece of this paper. This is Scotch-Brite. You can buy it. I buy it at Lowe's by the sheet and then just cut it up into small squares because you'll go through it pretty quickly. So the cheaper you can get it, the better off you are. Want to smooth the seam lines. You can, this will really smooth the seam lines down where they're not really visible. Any tearing and ripping you hear in the background is my dog shredding newspaper, which is one of his favorite things to do. I got this seam all smoothed down, and always helps to have one of these brushes. It's a dust brush. You can buy them, if you have a ceramic shop near you. You can buy them there. Keep the dust off of them. And then inspect what you've got done. And if you think it needs a little more trimming, then by all means go over it again and smooth it down one more time, or as many times as you need till you think you have it down where it should be. Dust it off, dust the dust back. And then take your sponge in water. If you want to add a little vinegar to the water, that will help keep you from getting hard spots on your bisque. Make sure you squeeze the excess water out of your sponge, and then just go over the paste very lightly. You don't have to drench it with water. Just go over it very lightly. It'll pick up the dust. And also, you'll see now you have a nice smooth line there. No seam line. And if you see anything once you sponge it off that you think doesn't look quite right, wait until it's dry again before you use your cleaning tool or your Scotch-Brite on it, because it will make a hard spot. So if you see something that doesn't quite suit you, just set it aside and go on to something else and then come back to it. Another thing I want to show you while I'm cleaning greenware is I have a piece here of greenware, and as you see it's got a huge opening in it, and these you really do need to take care when you're cleaning them not to squeeze them very hard. Be very careful how you handle them, because if one squeeze too tight, and that your piece it might crack and you won't even see it till after it's fired, and then you'll have a huge crack in it. So you just have to be really careful when you're cleaning them not to apply too much pressure to them when you're holding them. I had a ceramic teacher who said always hold your greenware like you're holding a baby made out of nitro. So, if that helps you at all, just, you just have to hold them like, very delicate, because like I said, it is pretty fragile. And like I said, once again, we're just going to clean our lines off. And whenever you are cleaning, if you have to clean a seam off of detail, like right here, you can take your cleaning tool and very gently scratch your detail back in. if you have any lines that you've scratched out. If you feel the need to put it back in, you can always, as I said, scratch it back in, because it is very, very soft. So it's very easy to put detail back that you might have scraped off. Then once again, you're going to just buff. Buff your seam lines. And like I said, if you've cleaned, a lot of people will clean them on an angle. You know what? There's no right or wrong way to do it. To me, whatever makes you comfortable, that's what you do. Sometimes I will clean them on an angle. Sometimes I'll just do it straight on, depending on, just depending on what the piece is. And if your seams are going this way, you probably want to buff.